Are you ready for some delicious fun? Well, earlier in the show, the Duchess of YOrks, Sarah Ferguson, stopped by. So in honor of her visit, we called in our favorite royal chef. Darren McGrady spent several years as a chef at Buckingham Palace. He was also Princess Diana's personal chef, clear up to the time of her death. And this morning, he's here to prepare one of Sarah Ferguson's favorite dishes from her palace days. So you guys got to connect a little bit, just briefly, as she was leaving the building.
Nice to see her, yeah, just as she was leaving.
Wasn't it fun to see her?
I've not seen her for 9 years. That was incredible, just seeing her there.
So, and I mentioned this dish to her, and she knew it right away. So what are we going to make? What was her favorite?
We used to make this one quite a lot. We're making a Greek yogurt brulee, and we're doing some caramelized apples to go with it. A brulee.
A brulee.
A brulee just means burn. A brulee is just French for burn.
Oh,
but
okay.
We're actually using Greek yogurt in there, so this is a little bit healthier.
Is that whipped cream and yogurt?
Whipped cream in there.
Oh, you're folding it, or what are you doing?
Greek yogurt, and a little bit of vanilla paste there, too, to give us some flavour.
Vanilla paste. Let me smell it.
Doesn't that smell beautiful?
Yeah. So you wouldn't use just liquid vanilla, you would use the paste?
Vanilla paste, yeah. Good vanilla paste.
All right.
And I'm using Greek yogurt, which is a strained yogurt, so we've got a nice thick yogurt. And all we do is stir that.
That just thickens that up, doesn't it?
Just straight away.
Gives a little vanilla flavor.
Into our bowl like this.
Okay.
And this is the one, they used to eat creme brulees, then they decided to go healthy. Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew.
Were you guys pretty good buddies at the time, or did you get to know her very well?
Well, I don't know about pretty good buddies. I mean, I worked there, I was the chef there, that's about it.
Well, as much as you can when you're
As much as you can when you're a chef there. But she would come into the kitchens all the time. Now, I've got some demerara sugar, which is like regular sugar, has a little bit of molasses spun on the top. This is going to give us a nice...
And it's a little larger grain.
Larger grain, yeah. And it's going to just give us a nice... Almost Mauritius Caribbean flavour to it.
Doesn't she? Yeah.
Now that we don't brulee, we put it in the refrigerator, 24 hours. When it comes out, it's all dissolved,
so it's almost like a custard.
And looks like this.
Look at that. Okay.
So it'll have a crust on the top.
All right.
Now to go with that, we need some apples. Okay. So I've got some apples.
Oh, you got your favorite skillet too?
My favorite skillet.
You're not using a non-stick pan. You're using like
This is just.
That's had experience.
A lot of years on this.
A little bits in there.
Yeah, a lot of. Okay, so I'm gonna with my caramelized apples. I'm gonna put some butter, some sugar, and some cinnamon in there.
Hey, by the way, we have some photographs of your time, I think, with Sarah Ferguson. I think, and I'm kind of fascinated about these pictures. Also, you were at there's the wedding breakfast. That was Andrew and Sarah.
I was there for the royal wedding. Yes. Okay. And this was the royal wedding breakfast.
You were chefing at that time.
Yes, yes, I was.
And that's the invitation. Look.
And this is. Can you see me?
You're in the back.
Corner there.
Is that now? Are you waving? Which one?
No, it's not me waving. I'm the one on the left.
You're one on the left of the waving chef.
You see, the Duchess is turning around and she's just about to wave back to me.
She's going, I want the vanilla brulee.
Yes.
I want the vanilla brulee.
Where's my brulee? Andrew's got it next to me.
There you go.
Taking it up on honeymoon.
Fabulous photograph. Look at the royal family.
This is a menu that she would send down to the kitchen. Now, this is when she wasn't part of Weight Watchers and wasn't eating healthy.
Right.
Now she's turned everything around and she's just looking the best she ever has.
Yeah, she looks great.
You see, she'd have egg mayonnaise sandwiches and other sandwiches, brandy snaps.
That's her little note to you of what she wants to eat. This is a little note
that she would send down to the chefs in the kitchen.
Did she write thank you on the bottom?
I think she used to phone down and say thank you afterwards.
Because she's very sweet. She came here and thanked everybody on the crew. Look at that with the kids.
This is as we were boarding Britannia, the Queen's Royal Yacht. She'd bring the two girls on. This is the age they were. I mean, now they're 19, 20s. They're the big girls now.
Yeah, I think she said they were 16 and 18.
16 and 18. I'm thinking of William and Harry.
Okay, now what do you got in there? And I'm going to show something.
Okay.
You've got the apples.
So we've got some apples in there, and we've got everything working together. The apples starting to soften. Then we're going to put some drambuie in there. Now, drambuie is like the whiskey, with a little Scottish heather in there too, and a few spices. And we're just going to let those simmer away.
That will reduce down a little bit. Some of that alcohol will cook out. Now, while you're doing that, I want to show this, Darren, because let's see if we can pick this up. This is the wedding cake from Andrew and Sarah's wedding.
20 years ago it is, yes. Okay. All the staff were given a piece of wedding cake. Now, I'm going to open it up. So you got this is your like little keepsake, right? It is, yes.
So this is 20 years old. I want to be very careful with this.
It's a little lace doily on the top.
A lace doily. Now, this is the royal wedding cake. I've never seen this. What is that?
This is it. All royal wedding cakes or traditional wedding cakes in England would be made with a fruit cake, a heavy fruit cake, and then a layer of marzipan or almond paste.
That's a thick marzipan.
A thick marzipan layer, isn't it? And then some royal icing on the top. So that's from the actual cake.
Isn't that great? And there's a little note on the inside of the box that says...
with very best wishes from Andrew and Sarah.
Oh, very nice.
Isn't that nice?
Would you keep this at home in the fridge? Or
no, I don't think it's edible anymore. 20 years old. But, it's a little keepsake.
Whoa!
That's
20-year-old cake.
Perhaps we put some drambuie on there.
All right, let's plate this thing up.
I'm going to let those apples simmer away there, and I've got some here that I've cooled down slightly.
All right.
So we take some of our brulee, dig into it, onto the plate.
Sarah was very
Like so.
sweet today.
She was. She really is. She used to come down to the kitchen and bring the girls.
Is that your memory of her too? Is her coming down with the kids and hanging out?
Bringing the girls down.
And the kids were well behaved.
She'd come into the kitchen with Princess Diana, and of course they called Princess Diana Dutch. Well, we called the Duchess Dutch, so it was always confusing. They were calling each other Dutch.
The Duchess of York and...
Yes. Here we go. So this is the sauce. This is the brulee. Have a taste. Let me know what you
You
think.
want to do one too? Do we do spoons or do we do forks?
We can do spoons or forks.
All right, let's do it. You do a bite and I'll do a bite. And by the way, we salute Sarah in Dallas today, the Duchess of York. Wow. Kind of curious about that. That is so much better than a 20-year-old wedding cake. For a copy of today's recipe or a link to Darren's website, and it's a good one, just log on to wfa.com/GMT. Darren, nice to have you.
Nice to be back,
Nice
Gary.
to have the royal chef in the GMT kitchen. Brenda, Amy?
All right.